This is the Kentucky Wesleyan College Cross Country Coaches Show. I'm Eric Holt here with the head coach, Tony Rowe. Coach, your team ran at the Fast Cats Classic this past weekend, and some history was made. Talk a little bit about that race.
Well, that's one we always look forward to. You can tell that I got excited during the race because I about lost my voice. But we host that meet. It's a great meet. We host high school, college, and middle school teams on the same course. Of course, different races. But in the college women's race, it was really exciting for us. Rachel Keeley won the meet. It's the first time that a Kentucky Wesleyan woman has won an invitational. So it was a big weekend for us in that respect, and the teams competed well.
Rachel was named the GMAX Athlete of the Week this week for her performance in the Fast Cats. Talk a little bit about what that means for the program.
Well, anytime we can get that kind of attention to the program, it helps us. You know, it gets our name out there a little bit. It draws attention to the program. Obviously, you know, Rachel winning that indicates that we've been training well. You know, it's a good thing for public relations. And I had to talk a little bit about Rachel's race, if it's all right, because it was pretty exciting. She went out and took the lead about 2 kilometers into the race. It's a 5K race, and she was feeling good. She pulled away by about 15 meters over an unattached runner and then a runner from Campbellsville. And the 2 girls kind of laid back and worked together, worked back up to her at 4K. Anytime you're caught late in a race like that, it's kind of tough. But in the last kilometer, she stayed, they did take the lead on her, and she stayed about 10 yards behind them. And with 200 meters to go, she just, something else decided she wanted to give one last shot, and she went after him, caught the first girl with probably 150 meters to go. With 100 meters to go, she caught the last girl, and they raced together for about 30 meters before Rachel pulled away from her and won in the last probably 50 yards or so. So it was an exciting race. It was big for Rachel. She had a lot of former, a lot of Warrensboro people there, her being from Warrensboro High School, and so it was a real special day for her and for our program.
And you guys have the weekend off. You go run at Evansville next weekend. Talk about the weekend off and what y'all are going to do to prepare for Evansville.
Well, we've been hitting it pretty hard this week. It's a big mileage week for us. We had a really good workout last night late, and then we were up this morning doing a long run at 5:30. So I think maybe that the wet weather we've had has kind of contributed to my voice also. But anyhow, we're working hard. The kids will be on their own Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and finishing up their mileage this week on their own. But we'll meet in the morning. Again, finish up a good mileage week this week. Hit it again on Monday morning and Monday afternoon, and then begin to back off just a little bit late next week. We have the pre-regional at USI's course at Angel Mounds over in Newburgh, Indiana next week. And we want to run well. Obviously, there we have 2 more 8Ks for the men, and I guess the rest of the way out we go 6K for the women, and then the final race for the men will be the regional. It is a 10K. So again, we kind of we've got to kind of amp up a little bit for that to get the men ready for next year, a couple kilometers. But it all begins with preparing for next week.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
You're welcome.